Hola fam, this is Xochitlcoatl Bellx, sharing words from the heart of Boston, Roxbury, Massachusetts. Thank you for listening to my words, and thank you for taking an interest today in the work that we're doing here at Seed Root and Bloom. Seed Root and Bloom is a hood community honoring Earth's sacred offerings and ancestral wisdom. We're just that, a community. We're a community that are here for remembrance. We're here to remember ancestor. We're here to remember the lands we are on. We're here to remember our native, Black, API, Indigenous keepers of these lands and of sacred practices. Seed Root and Bloom is rooted in Roxbury, land of the Aquinnah, the Mashpee, the Wampanoag, and Black liberation fighters. Seed Root and Bloom blooms here, but is rooted in the dreams of my ancestors and of our ancestors for any of those who come from the diaspora. About 3 solar revolutions ago, I was in Guadalajara, Mexico with my elder Miscuatzin. We spent 3 weeks straight working 12-hour days, going on plant walks, cooking, sewing, learning the Mayan cosmology, learning about plantitas, learning about how to communicate with ancestors, how to deepen my roots, how to deepen our bond, him as elder and me as ancestor in training. And I was there reflecting on my experiences in the West, here in Massachusetts, in Los Angeles, California, where I grew up, and feeling such a disconnect from how I was experiencing the world with him, how full, how whole I felt in this apprenticeship relationship that we held. I related it to my apprenticeship experiences in herbal medicine in the West, and they were different. I was fortunate to be in an herbal setting that was spirit-led and still was Celtic-led. It was led from European traditions that are old and native too. I never want to discredit that there are European indigenous people and traditions too. And they weren't mine. And I felt as I was trying to commune with spirit and even listen to the plants that they had more to say. That experience was important for my development and important for this dream that is seed. And within this spirit community, I still felt a disconnect that I didn't feel sitting with Miscuatzin. I needed a Black, Indigenous, API, people of color circle, a space where spirit and ancestor held colonization, held the pain of Western herbalism's appropriation of indigenous knowledges and technologies, felt the residue of the transatlantic slave trade on our bodies, in our psyche. I wanted a space where Black, API, indigenous people could be ashy. We could laugh, we could cry, we could feel safer together exploring our mixed identities, our fully brown and Black identities, our resistance. Seed Root and Bloom was born out of this dream. Our medicine story has had the privilege of having Naomi Doe Moody be one of our facilitators in 2018, and now has had the privilege of graduating 16 students last year through our Rites of Passage. Seed Root and Bloom offers a Rites of Passage that is only for Black, Indigenous people of color. It's a 9-month herbal and ancestor apprenticeship where we focus on self-healing through the chakras, meeting the healing that each body system is needing, meeting ancestor at each one of these energetic centers. We also offer Plant Ancestor. It's a new moon journey open to our Black BIPOC folks and also to our white European allies too. We believe that healing does not happen in a silo. Black and Indigenous people need healing, and so do our white allies. Collective healing is necessary, and we all must be doing this together. So we dream up of Rites of Passage for BIPOC folks, and dream up of Plant Ancestor for folks to access our work more. It's spirit-led work. Each new moon, each cycle, you get to meet a new plant ancestor. We offer you meditations, offer you original art, offer you medicine stories from the perspective of Native perspectives, offer you songs, and offer you the medicine of plants to call you back into your body, back into your tuition, and back into ritual practice. This year, we will be journeying with cannabis and rose, red clover, bee balm, rue, tobacco, and more. Cedar and Bloom offers a seasonal shop as well, where spirit kits, original art prints, and herbal medicine can be found that have been created through a rites of passage. We are a hood community experimenting on what it means to be free now. We call you to action, whether you are another BIPOC person interested in our message. Check us out on Instagram, check our page out, see how we can be in service of you. Or whether you're a white ally, trying to be a better comrade in the world, trying to pay reparations to Black, Indigenous people, struggles and healing, because you remember that if we are not free, you are not free. Thank you very much for listening. We hope to journey with you soon.